I tried going to Lowe's this morning, or not Lowe's, Home Depot, to get thin sets after I dropped off Bowser, and this is no shit. When I was in Home Depot, I realized I had the mini educator in my pocket. I'm like texting them, stop, 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 and they said that they stopped at Lowe's. So I went to the Lowe's in Elmira. That's not the Lowe's they stopped at. They stopped at one in Mansfield, Pennsylvania. So I'd already been, I held them up for an hour and a half or something. Seriously, it was a long time. Sucks. But anyway, so they got the mini educator and they're off. I wanted to come right back. I didn't want to go to Lowe's and Home Depot because I wanted to work with Bella. I wanted to drop Bowser off and come back and work with Bella. But I was like, well, it's really early. I'll go to Home Depot, get that stuff. I'll go to Walmart, get food for myself. And then I was just like, oh man, I've just spent a couple hours doing this. I'm going home to work with Bella, and I worked with Bella. I got some lessons in, and she is freaking awesome. She's fucking, I had no idea what I was going to be working with. I have no idea. I hear these crazy stories about these things that the dog's doing, aggressive things, and so I don't have any idea. She growled at me like, first off, she didn't growl at me anymore. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to go get the thin set that I wanted to get earlier so I can work on my shit on my house when I'm taking a break between Bella. And I also need food. There's no food in the house. So I'm going to do that. Boy, that Bella, she's moving along real fast. I was going to just put the mini educator on her and not even use it. I might be confusing a couple stories, but, I put the mini educator on her and I was seeing nothing negative at all. She don't really care. I do have the mini educator set on 1, which might be lower than an infant can feel it, not just a human. But she could sense it as a negative. That's what we want. So it's on her. I've been working her sit. She's picking up sit better. So, I'll be honest with you. I'm happy Bella's here. And I'm happy it's not another puppy. Because I've trained a lot of puppies and it's fucking exhausting. It is. It's so exhausting. So, Bella is like, how do I describe her? Perfect for somebody like myself that's 55. Her mom's a little bit older than me. Sort of a perfect dog for her, I think. Except for the aggressive shit that she's been pulling, but she's not going to do that anymore. So it's she's 2 years old. This is a picture of Bella. Her mother rescued her from like a backyard. Somebody was like, had her chained up or something as a puppy. Look at her. She looks like she's a 19-year-old dog. That's crazy, right? So she looked horrible. Not compared to looking to her now. She looks awesome. So it's really nice having this really sort of like adult in the house. If she was a Labrador, she wouldn't be acting this way. She'd be still acting like a puppy. If she was 2-year-old Lab, they sort of stay puppies a long time. So the Bichon Shih Tzu mix is acting like an adult, just fucking, you have no idea. I start working with her and like I'm like, oh good, like, and I love Bowser, man. I was sad dropping that dog off. And I love training puppies, don't get me wrong. I'm good with puppies, but I'm just good with dogs. So having Bella in there is like, it's gonna be a nice break of just like an older dog with some aggression issues, it's great. I'm very happy about Bella. You know, I am, and I'm really happy that Bella's doing so well. This dog is not giving me any shit. She isn't. She likes me. She's listening to me. It's really a fucking great day for me. I'm exhausted right now, by the way. I had to get up early, work with the dogs, and had to get Bella, or Bowser, over at like 8. And I woke up at 4:30. I'm really tired. And the last couple days were like real hectic. Doing sessions with Bowser, you know, going back and forth. So I'm really tired. But it's good. It's really good. It's a good tired. That's why I want to go get the thin set. It's work that I need to do of my own stuff. So we're running over there, and I'll get some food for myself. I'm really tired. I'm so tired I forgot my phone. I'm exhausted, seriously. I need a real good night's sleep, and I'm gonna do that tonight. Friend Jinian was telling me to go take a nap, and I'm like, I gotta work with the dog, you know? I gotta work with Bella. I can't do that during the day. That's not good. I gotta stay up on it, you know? I don't wanna like take a day off, or if I'm sick, I'll take a day off. If I'm super sick, but I'll even work when I'm sick. So I'm back here again hours later. I had to run out of here. I had to go try and catch Bowser's dad and give him the mini educator. So I'm getting the same shit. Well, I didn't get it the first time, and that's thin set that's pre-mixed. This is $52. So I sort of pay a premium for it. It'll be plenty, and there should be some left over. And the advantage is that it's pre-mixed. I can take the lid off of it, and I can put the lid back on it. And it's also mixed properly, where I might have a tendency to mix it improperly. So I'm gonna buy this. It's 3.5 gallons. Should be able to have some left over to do stuff in the bathroom too. It sticks to anything. It does. Another thing I need is a couple sponges. So when I get the thin set on the stonework, I can clean the thin set off the stonework, let it set up. I should probably get a bucket too. If I see one of those, I'll get a bucket for water so that I can have it right there, clean off the sponge, wipe it down. Now, in a perfect world, I'd have a palette knife to do small work with the thin set. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back here to the building department. I had one earlier, I had to leave that too, and get a small trowel, offset trowel. And I can smack it in there, right? It'll work. Now, some of the stonework in a very small area is overhead, right? It's not much, maybe 2 square feet or something. And I'm hoping that if I put in the stonework real close, this isn't gonna be an issue and it'll stick to the roof, you know? The roof of the thing I'm working on. But if it doesn't, my plan is I'm gonna mix in a little bit of plaster into the thin set to make it thicker and try it that way. And if that doesn't work, then I might try doing something else. Maybe use mesh and redo the stonework on the top. So this isn't too expensive. This is about $6. I want to put the thin set on that and smack it up in there and smooth it around. That's what I'm going to try. It should work. I don't know. Like I said, if it doesn't work, I'll figure something else out. I'm not against mixing materials. You know, this is my own home. This price of rebar is awesome. I'm exhausted, and oh, here are the buckets that I need. I'm exhausted, and I just, I know that if the puppy was here, it'd be even more difficult, because I'm tired. but because I'm tired, it's sort of like I got a great dog, but if you're tired, we're not talking about high energy. That's the great thing about Bella. Like, her mom's close to my age, a little bit older, but as we get older, I guarantee you really aren't as energetic as you were when you were a kid. So puppies are exhausting. Bowser was pretty good though. I got to tell you, like Bowser. Like, at least he would sit down, lay down, and take a nap after I worked him. Some puppies don't do that, ever. And my dog Tonka is 6. He still never takes a break during the day. He always wants to work. This premixed thin set is just gonna be so much easier to deal with. You know, thin set in a bag. The bags are freaking heavy. That 3.5 pounds already mixed up is freaking heavy, but not as heavy as the bag. A bag of concrete weighs 80 pounds or something, you know. It's nothing I want to be moving around. I think thin set bags are a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit more dense. They're not light, you know. It's that dead weight, that size, man. It's a great way to get a hernia. No, thank you. You know, I'm not the spring chicken anymore. I'm not totally lazy and I'm not totally weak. I'm just a shadow of what I used to be. That's how it goes. Honestly, like if I end up doing more stonework in the bathroom, I'm buying that stuff. I don't care if I'm paying twice as much. You know, you have no idea how much of a pain in the ass it is to mix up thin set or concrete or something like that. So, I mean, I'm talking about just time-wise and everything to finish out my bathroom might be maybe another 3.5 gallons. You know, we're talking about $50. I'm cheap, but I'm not fucking stupid, you know? So I'm gonna save $20 and create this big mess. That's what it is. You're talking about a big mess when you're talking about dealing with concrete or thin set or anything like that. It's fucking horrendous to do. You don't want to breathe that dust, I'll tell you that. You know, $20 to have it in a bucket ready to go. Yes, please. I also think this thin set in the bucket is different, and I'll tell you why. Is because if I'm not mistaken, I think thin set, once you mix it, it's a chemical reaction like mixing up concrete. If it's in a bucket with a lid on it, it doesn't matter, it's gonna set. You mix in water, concrete just starts setting. That's a chemical reaction. But this stuff, it already has water mixed into it, and it's just sort of air cures. I don't know. I guess it works just the same. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, maybe thin set isn't like that, but that's how I thought it was. I remember this the last time that I worked with thin set. It has the same type of shit. If you get it on your hands, it dries your hands out like the same way that if you get concrete on your hands, you know, totally dries them out. I'm not saying I really have a second wind, but that's done. Now I'll go get food for myself in Walmart, and then that's done. And then I'll go back and do some more sessions with Bella. Bella's awesome. She is. God, so nice having a dog like this a dog with just, some minor aggression problems. That's the way I'm looking at it. I'm always training puppies. Always. I've been doing this for a while. I make less on the puppies too because I have to keep them so long. Although, be warned, I'm charging more for puppies. It's still not the price that you would pay for an adult doing like Like an adult for 30 days. I train a puppy for 60 days. You're still getting a break. You know, the puppy's still a great deal if you got a puppy. I'll wake the fuck up and take the puppy out in the middle of the night. I lose sleep. I'm exhausted. You know, seriously, you pay me to be exhausted. That's what smart people do, you know? Oh, you got a whining puppy in your house? Well, you pay somebody like me to get the dog through that. And while I'm getting them through that and getting them crate trained and everything, they're learning other shit. If I had money, that's what I'd be doing. No, actually, I'd be doing it myself. The big problem with me being here is that I'm so tired. I'm really not hungry. So I'm just gonna like grab stuff that I would normally grab. I know that I'll probably eat it later, or I'll probably be hungry for it later. You know, I'm gonna get some bananas. Well, my friend Jinian likes food like popsicles. And what else does she likes to smoke cigarettes. You know, she likes straws. She even said that she has her own straws at home, and she has like bigger straws to put in her mouth. That's what she was telling me. Then I asked her, do you like bananas? And I asked her also if she was a thumb sucker. She said she doesn't think so. I'm not so sure. But I asked her if she liked bananas, and she said yes. But she likes to cut them up. Who cuts up a banana? What a freak. She's pretty fucking weird. She cuts them up and puts them in smoothies and stuff. See, I wouldn't cut them up if it's going to be in a smoothie. She's a little anal retentive. She's very clean girl. I've talked about that before. Not really a germaphobe, but she's conscious of, she don't want to get sick, you know. Like the handlebar of this thing, she would wipe it down. She told me she would. But the thought doesn't even cross my mind unless it's like, as I'm coughing, flu season, you know. I'm getting this for my cat, my Raven, and Bella. I'm gonna chop some steak up for Bella, because Bella's freaking awesome. She is. She likes pork too. I give her chicken too. She likes chicken. And the ribeye is for me. I want fucking smoked salmon, and they don't have it. You know? What the fuck is the matter with this place? You know? Is it really that difficult to get smoked salmon in Walmart? It's fucking bullshit. I think I've seen it in some of them. I'm gonna go back here and check. No, they have fucking fresh salmon. I'm supposed to eat more salmon. My cholesterol is about 120. It's pretty good. It wouldn't be that good if it wasn't for the Lipitor I'm taking. This is no shit. My dad, when I was 40, my dad said, Peter, I want you to go do something. Go get your cholesterol checked. And, okay, Dad, I'll do it. And I said, no, I want you to do it this week. Go do it. So I did it, and it was like 380, you know? And the doctor wanted to put me on Lipitor then. I said, well, can't I get it down? And he goes, well, it's doubtful, but you could try. So what I did was I became a vegan for a month. And I went back, and they checked my cholesterol again. It was 360. So he goes, no, you tried it. Now you have to go on the Lipitor. And they put me on the Lipitor, and it brought it down to, I mean, this was back when the numbers were supposed to be different. I think he put me on 10 or 20 milligrams, and he brought it down to like under 210 or something like that. And he said, now that you're there, you're 8 times less likely to have a heart attack. That's what he said. But through the years, they've brought it down even lower. They keep lowering the bar for your cholesterol. Mine's real low now. It was 118 or 120. I can't remember, but it was like, oh, this is good. You know, they up my dosage and it's good. So I know what freaked my dad out. My dad's on it, right? My dad was on it. He passed away. Not of that. He didn't have a heart attack. His father passed away at 58. My grandfather, who I never met. But I remember there was a baseball player, I think, playing for the Cardinals. It was young, an athlete. He had a heart attack in like his 20s, like he was like 28 or something. And that's what freaked my dad out. He knew that he had a cholesterol problem. So he was pretty much convinced that if any of his sons had a cholesterol problem, it would be me. I don't know why, because I'm the only son that isn't fat, you know, but I guess I'm more like my dad than my brothers. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, my brother Michael's on a cholesterol-lowering medication, and I bet you my brother John is too. I could almost guarantee you. I thanked my dad for doing that later. I realized how important it is, you know. I do think that I'm going to start taking low-dose aspirin again, though. So when I'm here, I'm going to go get some of that. Here's canned spinach. I use this a lot with the dogs. You know, I don't give them a lot of fiber, but I'll give them some. That's one thing that I'll use. I also use green beans, peas. I'm not against giving them a can of corn, you know, not a whole can, but some corn. I don't believe all the stuff about grain this and grain that. This Walmart clam chowder, it's not bad. It's okay. I'm in one of these moods where I just want to tell somebody to shut the fuck up. This kid was running her mouth trying to get her grandparents to buy some video game and shit. Just shut the fuck up, kid. You know? When you go bother your parents for it. Last night, I'm going in with Bowser into the hotel. Some dumb cunt does one of the olds. Hi, puppers. Fuck you. I was fucking irate. You know, you go in the ladies' underwear section of Walmart. It's like softcore porn. They got like these pictures of women in their underwear. You're seeing women's panties. I just sort of divert my eyes and feel guilty for, you know, sneaking a peek or something. You know what I'm saying, right? What are you gonna do? It's right there. Are you gonna look? Oh, I'm looking. Oh, excuse me. Are you buying those, ma'am? Oh, I imagine those would look fabulous on you. Why don't you go in the fitting room and try them on? See what you look like. I sent a letter to the Walmart home office recently, making some suggestions, and one of them was that they could put out a yearly calendar, the hot women that work at Walmart, right? Like having them in swimsuits or modeling panties and a bra. And you put that out, even online. I think that it would be a big hit. I don't think they'll do it because in this like this world that we're living in, this Me Too movement, you know, anything like that could be misconstrued as like me being some kind of pig, where I'm not really a pig, I'm just a connoisseur. Now you see what I'm talking here? It's a bunch of hotties in their underwear, you know? I'm not gonna go back to the car and jerk it. No, that's not gonna happen. I'm just pointing this out. How are you gonna miss that? Look at that, she's a piece of ass, right? They're all pieces of ass. Oh, me like a long time. Now that one was real hot. I think I'm gonna have to buy a new bag of socks, and I'll tell you why. It's because I bought these Hanes socks. I think that they were Hanes. I don't like them at all. They're certainly not cotton, you know? Well, I know that socks aren't mostly cotton, but These are mostly polyester or some shit. And they're just not gonna do. Here's some Fruit of the Loom. I could try those. I'm gonna do it. I can't stand having my feet feel like crap. You know, we'll try these. Yeah. Okay. This is just me. I would never be caught dead in this shit. Are you fucking kidding me? You're a guy, you're wearing those shit? That's like, what, it's like basketball short things? Are you a basketball player? And why are you wearing them? I see people on the internet wearing those, the most unathletic people I've ever seen. Yeah, they're basketball. There's basketball on them, right? Are you really a basketball player? You want to be a basketball player? You just like to pretend to be a basketball player. That's it. You know who likes basketball is my friend Jinian. It just, every time she talks about it, it just boggles my mind. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, should be talking about Steph Curry. I think that's his name. Or somebody, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck is that? She's totally into it. She likes college, I think. I think she likes college sports. She follows those. Oh my God, this is the ugliest shit I've ever seen. Black and gold, you're gonna wear that. You know? How about that with some of those like plastic type sandals, that look? The sandals with the socks and these type of shorts? You're an idiot, okay? If you want to know about fashion, you should see the stuff I wear. I know what looks good. Very fashionable. You can tell I really give a shit. I don't. But I wouldn't wear that. That's the point. I'm not an idiot. I don't want to look like an asshole. And anybody that's wearing those shorts, the red and black, look at the red and black ones, right? See those? Anybody that's wearing those, you look like an asshole, okay? You want to look like an asshole? Wear those. Wait a minute, you want to look like a bigger asshole? Buy that, the Pikachu hat or whatever. You really look like an idiot. What's this, underwear? I don't wear underwear. I haven't worn underwear since I was 16 or something. Why would anybody wear underwear? Why, you don't wipe your ass? Is that why you're wearing it? Try wiping your ass and you won't be spending money on underwear. I'm not wearing that shit. What's the point? I've heard somebody say something like, well, you're old, your balls are gonna sag or something. My balls aren't big enough to sag, okay? They aren't. You know the size of a jelly bean? Half that. That's the size of both my balls. Tiny. Along with the schlongus, I barely have one. This isn't an issue. Oh, here's more stupid sports shit. That's the Yankees, you know? They don't have anything for the Mets here. I know somebody on the Mets team. I don't know anybody on the Yankees team. I don't care about the Mets either. I'll badmouth them too. I've said it to the guy's face. I don't know anything about the sport, dude. How's the team doing? I'm just curious for him because I know if he gets to go to the World Series, I know it's called the World Series, he gets a bonus. And if you win the World Series, then you get a bigger bonus. So I'm happy for him, you know. So they're a client. Yeah, some of this oh shit. Like this shit. Like, you know, it's not that I mind the Misfit shirt, right? It's just like this is real ugly. Okay, this AC/DC shirt. It's just ugly, trying to make it look like old and shit. I'm sorry, I'm not into it. Wear it and it will look old. You know? I'm not gonna buy something that looks old because I'm gonna wear it. Wash it a couple times, it starts looking like shit. I'm not gonna buy something that looks like fucking shit. That makes no sense. You know? It's like buying a new pair of jeans and then bleaching them. Why the fuck would I do that? I don't really care. I don't. You know, I keep looking for the as seen on TV because Jinian bought something that I saw advertised, which is great, and that's the egglets that you crack an egg into and then you boil them. So it's like no peel hard-boiled eggs. I was wondering how they've done that for years. You know, you buy the already, I'm gonna get some of those actually. You get the eggs so already peeled and hard-boiled. That's how they're doing it. On a commercial basis, they probably like, you know, it'd be easier to have a machine that just cracks the egg and dumps it in the thing than cook the egg and then have a machine that peels it. That's not what they're doing. They're doing it like the egglets. But still, I mean, honestly, buying them hard-boiled like that, they're not expensive. They're not expensive at all. No, straight up. These things aren't as good as making them yourself. You can do the same thing with Parmesan cheese in like a Teflon pan, a non-stick pan with a little bit of butter on it. You just heat it up and it turns into this. But I'm gonna buy these because I'm doing shit. I'm working with Bella and I'm working on my house. So it's all right, you know. It tastes like salty cheese. A bag of the peeled eggs is $2. You know, it's worth it. I'll pay to have my eggs peeled. Does that seem real decadent? You know, fuck it, I don't care. You know, I'll pay for somebody to peel my orange if it's like not too bad. You know, if it's a decent price. I'm not gonna pay $1 for somebody to peel my orange. But if there was a place that I could go where there were people that would peel my oranges for me, like if I had somebody that followed me around that just did that kind of stuff, I'll give you $0.25, you know, throughout the day doing like slave labor for me. You might make $6. It's a job. It's better than no job. You know that skirt with cowboy boots look? You know, that it's just me. It just seems like it's sort of so retro. It's not been long enough or something. Like that's like 98, something like that. Should wait another 5 years if you're gonna try and pull that off. That's just me. I could be a expert on women's fashion, seriously. I know what broads look great in. God damn it, how am I gonna get my car open? Shit. I'm gonna leave this here. Gotta load my car. Can't get the cart by because of people, you know? People are a pain in the ass. There's Remy. I got nothing against kids. I've dated women that have them. You know, they're okay. They're just, you know, humans. They're young humans. But like I hear kids in that store and I'm like, God fucking damn it, I'm glad I don't have one. It's so much work. You know, so much work. The other thing is like kids and animals, you know, it could just be a bad experience for the animal. Just excites them, you know. You know, it is. It's in my situation, like I just could not imagine having kids with the dogs. You know, the birds would be sort of easier. They don't, you know, they'd probably just leave the kids alone, except for Sam the Raven. Sam the Raven would probably try and pick on the kid for sure. pretty sure. You know, I'm going 65 and I got a fucking asshole that's gonna pass me now. But for the last mile, it's been like one car length between us. You know, do you have any common sense? I guess not. I guess not, because they have to go faster than the speed limit. Doing that is just, god damn, like, it's gonna get you there quicker. That 10 minutes that you're gonna, get in that hour, that's an important 10 minutes, isn't it? Or is it just that you're like the guy who wants to have the AR-15? I love saying that because friends of mine have AR-15s. Some of my clients do. It's the truth. Like, people I like, I do like them. I think Charlie's dad has an AR-15. It's no shit. But, like, you want to play Army Man, right? That's where you got the AR-15.